Ilana Green, an environmental scientist, examines a green field filled with flowers. However, her face is darkened with worry. The reason becomes clear when it's revealed that this field is in the Arctic, surrounded by miles of ice. It's a natural quirk and a serious warning. Meanwhile, in the USA, Zane Zeminski, a great scientist, dedicates himself to the SETI program, looking for alien signs. He works hard through the night, listening to radio waves from faraway stars. His partner Calvin is irritated by Zane's obsessive obsession, keeping them both away from home. Zane's girlfriend Shar calls, scolding him for not coming home and demanding he join her tonight. Just as Zane is about to promise, a star he's tracking starts to emit a strong radio signal. Both Zane and Calvin are shocked and quickly start the proof process. First, they fix the satellite dish to check if the signal fades and returns, proving it's from the sky. Next, they test their software's usefulness. The final step is to call other close satellite sites to confirm the signal. However, before Zane can reach them, the signal suddenly stops. The following day, Zane and Calvin visit NASA to report their results to Phil Gordian, the head of the SETI program. Gordian quickly dismisses the signal. First, he says it's a radio disturbance from military operations, but Zane refutes this. Then Gordian believes that the star is too unstable to support any life-bearing world. Zane responds, pointing out that the star's instability is recent, and a close planet could still hold life, possibly sending a distress signal. Gordian then changes the talk, telling Zane about budget cuts and the need to let him go due to lack of funding for the search for alien life. Despite his anger, Zane stays focused on discussing the signal. Gordian admits that the signal is interesting and tells Zane he will have the signal decoder team examine. But as soon as Zane goes, Gordian burns the tape. Later, Zane and his girlfriend Shar talk about his concern with finding alien life. Shar, who has always backed him, pushes Zane to focus more on his earthly problems instead of constantly looking to the stars. Meanwhile, Ilana tries to receive weather data from NASA to understand the anomaly she witnessed, but NASA tells her their satellite is unexpectedly damaged. Zane applies for a job at another SETI program, but the possible boss reveals that Gordian gave Zane a bad review, accusing him of fake signals to secure his job. Furious, Zane crashes a NASA class on terraforming Mars, demanding to know why Gordian is spreading lies. Gordian tries to calm the situation, but Zane insists on getting his tape back. Gordian claims ignorance, and security leads Zane out. Zane calls Calvin, who tells him that Department of Defense agents are taking all their work. Zane tells Calvin about a backup store with a copy of the signal and begs him not to share its location. However, Calvin, under pressure, divulges the information, much to Zane's anger. Meeting up with Shar, Zane shares his confusion over why Gordian and SETI are trying to silence him. Distracted, Shar's lack of attention angers Zane, leading to a fight. Shar tells him to leave. Feeling depressed, Zane wonders that the aliens might be sending another signal, but he has no way to hear it. Suddenly, he sees a TV satellite dish in his neighbor's yard and gets an idea. In the following days, Zane gets a job at a local satellite company and starts giving residents a free upgrade to gain access to their satellite sets. Unbeknownst to them, he links all the satellite dishes in the area to form a powerful array, imitating the powers of a giant radio receiver like SETI's, controlled from his home. Once his setting is complete, Zane is ready to begin his work, but finds a curious neighbor boy named Kiki looking around. Kiki gets stuck in Zane's shed, so Zane helps him down and gives him some ice. Intrigued by Zane's work, Kiki listens as Zane describes his past alien contact and his current efforts to reunite. Meanwhile, officers from the Department of Defense dressed as workers arrive at Calvin's house while he sleeps. The following night, Zane and Kiki continue their studies, and Zane's array finally picks up the familiar signal. Elated, Zane records it, but it's soon broken by what sounds like a Mexican radio program. This mixing of local radio bands suggests the signal is coming from Earth, not space, yet it stays the same signal. Puzzled, Zane sees that not only are aliens speaking with Earth, but someone on Earth is answering, and the influence points to Mexico. Eager to discuss his results, Zane goes to Calvin's house, only to find that Calvin has died in what appears to be a gas leak accident. Simultaneously, Ilana's friends tell her of a worrisome oddity in their weather data, a 700% increase in greenhouse gases over the past few years, which seems impossible. The data points to big pollution sources in third-world countries like Mexico, Ecuador, and Brazil. Determined to get to the bottom of this, Ilana chooses to fly to Mexico to gather new data. Zane goes to Mexico to explore the radio station linked to the signal he discovered. When he arrives, he finds the station's office is burned down, raising his doubts. At a nearby diner, he sees a man he saw earlier at the airport. Later, at his hotel, Zane takes a bath while listening to voice messages, including one from Char, which lifts his mood. Distracted, he fails to notice the leaky roof until it's about to fall. He barely escapes and realizes the same man from the airport and restaurant is behind it. Zane follows him through the streets, trapping him. As Zane gets slightly sidetracked, the man contorts his legs in an awkward way and jumps onto a rooftop, leaving Zane stunned. The next day, Zane looks for the satellite dish speaking with the aliens. He spots an odd building near a company office that resembles a satellite. While approaching the building, he sees Alana being bullied by the guards as they seize her weather tracking equipment. Zane intervenes, but both he and Alana are arrested by the guards. During the fight, Zane sees one of the guards looks exactly like Gordian, causing him to fear. He shares his worry with Alana, who explains that doppelgangers exist, but Zane stays sure something is wrong. A company official tells them they are on private property and must leave. Meanwhile, back in America, the two spies arrive at Zane's house and leave a silver ball in the room with his array set up. As Zane and Alana talk about the anomalies they've experienced, Alana shows the lush green Arctic field as a dangerous sign of something worse than global warming. Zane remembers the terraforming lecture at NASA and connects it to Alana's concerns. Earth might be facing a change similar to Mars, directed by unknown forces. Meanwhile, the mystery man from before sneaks into Alana's hotel room and leaves dangerous scorpions, barely escaping notice until it's too late. Alana, frightened by the finding, offers Zane to stay the night for safety, but he keeps his loyalty to Char, telling himself he's not acting like a dog. Later, Zane calls Char, who tells him about PlanCorp, a company rebuilding old power plants in third world countries. They discuss over 20 projects abroad. That night, Zane breaks into PlanCorp's offices, easily beating their lax protection. Inside, he sees a giant satellite rising from underground, releasing the strange signal he caught. Zane sees the cab driver coming, the same one who's been ferrying him around. The driver, actually an alien, gets admission using face recognition. Zane cleverly hides in the taxi's trunk, getting into the building and stealing a worker's outfit for cover. As he explores, Zane discovers a secret lift going to basement levels, where he finds a gigantic machine releasing staggering amounts of greenhouse gases at regular intervals. Suddenly, Zane sees an alien in its true form running the machine. The alien changes into a human woman right before his eyes using a strange platform. His presence is found, alarms sound, and Zane finds himself chased by multiple aliens through the building. In a daring escape from the alien base, Zane uses the change platform to mask himself quickly, but the disguise starts to fail as he races back to his car. In his rush, he accidentally runs over one of the guards. The following day, Mexican police wrongly name Zane as a suspect in Alana's death. He nearly escapes their arrest and takes a bus, magically makes his way back across the border to the United States. Confronting Gordian, Zane charges him of being an alien and holds him at gunpoint, demanding the truth. Gordian admits that he removed Zane because of his independent thought and drive to find the truth. He explains that the aliens are speeding Earth's change to suit their own needs, exploiting the planet's natural weaknesses worsened by human actions. According to Gordian, if people can't properly care for their world, they don't deserve it. Zane admits he never had a gun, but recorded Gordian's statement, now armed with proof. Returning home, Zane tries to send the video using his satellite array, only to find it's been disassembled. His last chance is SETI's radio antenna. Just then, Char arrives. Though originally wary, she expresses her love and resolve to stand by him. Together with Kiki, they head to the SETI Center. At SETI, Zane prepares to broadcast the damaging proof when he learns the agents have cut the link between the station and the antenna. They can no longer handle the dish from here. Zane's doubts turn towards Char, thinking she sold him to the spies. When a spy infiltrates through the roof, Zane uses a fire extinguisher to stop him, knowing the aliens are weak to cold. Despite his doubt, Char reassures Zane of her dedication. Outside, more masked aliens arrive, including Gordian among them. Zane decides to physically fix the satellite dish at its source with Char's help, leaving Kiki to start the broadcast once they're ready. Fighting off the aliens, Zane and Char place the dish, but when they tell Kiki to start the broadcast, he obeys Gordian instead. Zane learns Kiki was the real criminal, not Char. Aliens return to kill Zane and Char, but Zane finds a cylinder of liquid nitrogen and uses it to freeze the aliens, one of whom drops the orb device, starting it. Zane pushes Char to leave atop the dish as it falls. He stays behind to collect the damming tape from Gordian's pocket, but as the portal device starts, everything begins to be sucked in. Char lives by being on top of the dish, and Zane manages to hold on inside the falling building until the danger passes. Seeing Kiki in the distance, Zane approaches him, mourning the needless violence of the alien plot. He warns Kiki that he'll reveal the truth to the world. Kiki, exposing his alien nature by moving his knees, flees. In a dramatic turn, Zane stops multiple TV shows, airing Gordian's confession to the alien plot. Finally, the truth is told to the world, putting an end to the suffering. If you liked this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to Recap Nest for more amazing sci-fi stories. Stay safe and see you next time.